Alrighty, what is up everybody? Kryllyk here, back in action in the sewers. A little dark over here, but we're going to do a little bit of work in the sewers, as well as a couple other projects that we have on the go. I have a bit of time and I want to do a little bit of everything. So this part here, behind this wall is the Nether Portal. And if you guys remember way back when we started the sewer, I started coming this way. And we kind of ran into this snag here. I think I've finally sort of kind of figured out what I want to do with it. And I think we're going to see if we can't make it look like a collapsed tunnel. Alright, now bear with me. I do not know if this will work. But, you know, it might be pretty cool, right? Where it kind of just looks a little bit collapsed in, as things have gone bad. There's been explosions, there's been, you know, nastiness, alright? So I definitely want a lot of depth, but we also need a lot of, you know, like sediment down at the bottom. You will come out and we will swap you up for you, and this will be like more of where it fell in anyways. So it's kind of like we have the wall back here, but it's all started crashing in, and it's demolished basically part of the terrain. And voila, we kind of have a little bit of a cave-in section. Yeah, you know, it's pretty simple thing, but I think it's gonna add just the right amount of stuff to it. And then from there we can kind of gussy it up a little bit more. If I can find some light, there we go. You know, we can throw in like a half slab there, just to get a little bit more detail around. I kind of wish I had some more cobble. You can actually disappear, and we will fill you in with just a bit of water, just to flesh out the idea. And maybe even a cobblestone pillar, like that, like it's been braced again. Yeah, no, not too bad. I don't mind this at all. I think that this has good function, and it's not really going to be seen all that much, but it does complete this section of the sewer. Now, I think I'm going to jump over to the next section here. We're going to keep on going in this direction as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, right here is a little bit of an issue, and we need to work our way through it. So I think we need to go at a diagonal this way, and then potentially loop back around, or I might change it up altogether. Alrighty, so I've done a little bit of work on the swamp. It's a little dark, so I want to just light up the place, but I wanted to give you the effect. I need to get some vines and a few other things down here. I still need to vary up the wall, get some more moss down here. I think that's definitely going to be key. But, as you can see, we kind of veer off to the side a little bit here. Kind of trying to avoid the river up above, which is basically right above the sewer here. And you can see there, very nice stuff. We have a few nice little lighting glitches, which are providing just nice, dank, dark lighting, which I love. Then we have a bit of a dip here. Now, one of the things about this is, I want to talk about real life for a second. We have an output pipe over this direction, okay? So a dip in the sewer like this means that there's going to have to be another output, right? So anything that's feeding from this way could potentially go down this road. So for example, the downspout that's over here would probably output out there. Now, it probably wouldn't be as strong as the stream that we have in here, but still, that's kind of the feel I'm going for. Whereas this now dips downwards with gravity, and there'll have to be another output pipe somewhere else. Now, I had to do this. I don't know if you can hear it overhead. Oh my god, the annoying cows up above. But, they provide us nice, good food. And here we are where we're at right now. Okay, so let's see where that is. If I'm not mistaken, we should be right by the fountain. You get out of here. So I'm pretty sure. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so we're right by the cow farm and by the fountain. So we're cutting right through the center of town, which is absolutely perfect. It's where I wanted it to go. Bingo, bango, perfection. I believe that was there. Good enough. But yeah, so absolutely perfect. What I'm thinking is, I know somebody has a plan for this area. I can't say who or anything like that, but I know somebody does have a plan for this now void of lava pit. But the sewer is coming right underneath here, and it's a perfect place for it to really develop, right? This is going to be the heart of the sewers, right under the middle of the town. But from there, I can venture on over to the blacksmith's toilet. I can venture to the tailor's toilet as well as the food one, the black market over there. There's got to be a hole or something, right? As well as the food area and the cathedral. You know, all these major areas, all these houses along here. And then we'll have another output pipe somewhere that I haven't quite decided just yet. But overall, I think we're going on a pretty good path here. Now, what I do want to do, I want to venture forth and move on to the next little tiny project that we're going to be working on today. And for that, I'll meet you there. Ah, yes. Everybody needs a little bit of a cool room. So, for those of you that haven't followed along, Rendog and Stress have been hard at work over in this beautiful little spa zen area. Oh, get my feet wet over here in the swamp. Absolutely awesome. Still a little bit to go, but I think that they've... Is this a bar? Like a tiki bar? I love it. I love it. Oh, no, probably a fruit juice bar, right? Spa. Gotta remember that. And then equally over here, Iskall just improved this, I think, with them as well. It's like a steam room, like a sauna. So awesome. Absolutely amazing. And great use of fire mechanics and all that kind of stuff as well. So, very awesomely done. But we're over here in the swamp just hanging out. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of work. Oh, and I have depth strider on my boots now, so I swim like fast. Super fast. So I've done a little bit of work, and mostly just on the general structure of the building. I put on a little temporary, it's not big enough roof, but anyways, this here is basically going to be like a causeway, is the way I see it, outside of the facility. And over there is our river that we wanted to facilitate around. So this will be like a little causeway. You'll have bridges and all that kind of stuff going over top of the river. And this will connect into all of that over there. And maybe there'll be something over here, all that kind of stuff, right? We might even be able to put a little house across the street from the bar. Maybe an inn even, something like that. And then in here is going to be the Witch's Brew pub. This will be the front door mainly. I have all these pillars. Now these ones on the side are, I'm going to attempt to make this thing disappear behind beauty. I say attempt. I'm going to do my best, but we'll see. We'll see how it all comes out at the end. And then in here is basically our pub. And on this side here we have the witch drops. Oh, speaking of which, oh, look at that, making bank. Oh man, look at all that loot. We got sticks, glowstone, gunpowder. Oh man. Haha, so there, Iskall. Haha, see that epic loot. That's like 4 glowstone. It's already working amazingly. No, but what I want to have is I want to have this as a bit of a feature of the build. And the reason being is, why not? Does anybody have a rebuttal to that? No? Good. Because why not have it as a nice little old feature? Kind of thinking like a feature almost like a fireplace that you would have in a bar type thing. But this is going to be where they get the ingredients for all of the drinks and stuff like that. And we'll actually be able to see the items lifting through here and then going away and getting sorted down the line. So pretty straightforward. I would love to see, I need to do a little bit here and whatnot, but so far so good. A little bit of the structure down. I just wanted to show you guys this as a brief little segment. There's still a lot of work that I have to put in here and there just to make sure that everything is working perfectly. I've been like traveling salesman today, so I've basically been, I've got a bet on me 24/7. Yep 24/7. But yeah, so I think it's coming along nicely. Again, a lot of work still to be had, but I know a lot of you guys are going, not the witch farm again, get out of here. So that's what I'm doing. We can depth stride out of here in the swamp. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love the depth strider on my boots. It is, oh boy, holy cow. Well, what do we have over yonder? Look at that, just perfect distance away, in my opinion, from the swamp. And yeah, we got ourselves, what is it called again? Roxelani. That's what we're calling this place, the plains. If you wanted a little bit of lore and whatnot, Iskall and Rendog hit that up in their latest video. Be sure to check them out. But yeah, great wall. Ignore that. That's coming down. Iskall, get to work, I tell ya. He's the one who built it, so. It's actually a mob spawner. It was, I think, our first experience grinder. But yeah, not too shabby at all. Nice wall. Nice looking wall. I agree with most of the things that Iskall said in his video recently about, you know, adding some sheep. Not adding sheep, but like some foliage and whatnot, or some cobblestone at the bottom, just to kind of enhance the feel of the wall. So I think he's bang on with that for sure. And I like it. I like it a lot. There's so many great things about it. You know, it's strong, it's sturdy, and it's well designed, which is what this is all about. And of course, he's built this little lookout tower as well, which just looks great. And they would definitely have those. Probably not as many towers as what we'd have in the Mountain Kingdom, but a few lookouts would do the job well. And the guys also came up, well, no, Plenty of Kill, if I'm not mistaken, a follower of the Kingdomcraft crew, came up with this banner. And perfect. I believe Iskall changed the horseshoe to be like a yellowy gold, but absolutely amazing banner. I love it. It's simple but effective. It tells the kingdom, yeah, it's perfect. Also Stress, big thanks to Stress, farming all that wood here lately. Holy acacia, Batman. But yeah, so still lots and lots to do. We have a few markers and whatnot out in the lands, as you can see. Things that people are planning, things that people are working on, all that kind of stuff. And I think we're going to head on over to, well, I'm debating the wheat or the new project. What do I feel like doing? Always the hardest part of Minecraft, right? Figuring out exactly what you want to do. I had one comment last time about frame rate with the wheat. And it's not actually frame rate. What it is, because my frames are perfectly fine, but what it is it's actually the transcoder, the encoding, really does not like the wheat. You can kind of see it in the distance there. It almost looks like frame rate, but it's just, yeah, it doesn't like the encoding of those colors altogether. It's kind of finicky about that, but you know, one of those things. So anyways, let me figure out exactly what I want to do, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so I saw this sign from Stress. We always give her a little bit of a hard time with the way she talks, but it's so awesome. So here we go. I have also been farming the wood. Oh, I'm so evil. I'm so evil. Dash Kryllyk heart. Done. Perfect. Awesome. See? Amazing. These are the fun things that we get to do together. Alright. No, but I did chop down some trees and whatnot. I think what this has kind of got me thinking of, though, while I was chopping this all down, is we're right in the middle of the kingdom. Chopping down trees. Now, this might be okay to some kingdoms, but not this one. Right? No, this is a proud kingdom. It doesn't have trees right in the middle of it. So, I think what that tells me that we need to do, and we need to do ASAP, is I think we're going to start working on a little bit of a lumber section over in the far side. I know I have so many projects, and it's absolutely wonderful. I have absolutely loved my time on Kingdomcraft here tonight. I've been on for hours upon hours just going around and looking at all the different things that I can do. The options are plentiful, and I'm really appreciative of it. I think it's great, and I think it's really healthy for everybody's videos as well to have options. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start on a little area. So we're going to basically forest in or I think I'm going to forest in an area and kind of make it like a lumber area. Now, for the most part, I don't even want to chop down those trees, right? Those trees that I'm placing are going to be more or less for the, aesthetics, right? And then we're going to have a lumber mill itself. And that is going to be more so where we get some, hopefully, semi-automated wood, as well as the, some more aesthetics and whatnot with the building. So the sandstone pillar over here, we marked out a while ago. And I'm thinking this area here is going to be for partly the lumber mill and whatnot. We have a little bit of a forest behind us that we can work on. There's a little bit of terraforming that we need to do, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to start, I think, working on this, chopping some things down, and seeing what we can kind of get at here. What I'm thinking, it's going to be outside the town, right? So we're going to have kind of the lumber mill not too far outside of town here. And then basically a backdrop of nothing but trees that are probably being grown, more or less, right? And you would think like the mature trees would be the ones that are getting chopped down, right? So keep that in mind as well. So let's see what we can come up with here. I'm thinking, I mean, honestly, if we could do a lumber mill right up on this hilltop, that might be pretty sweet, right? Like this would be the lumber mill right here. And then in the back here, we would basically have a forest of trees. So I'm just going to spam a few in the back here and kind of mix it up a little bit. Get some of that birch in there. Get, all different types of trees in the background. And then for the most part, I think up here, I think this will be a big enough footprint. We will work on a lumber mill a little bit here. Probably won't finish it today. I'm really bad for that. I don't finish a lot of my projects in one episode, so keep that in mind. But I do want to work on it and get it at least somewhat situated a little bit, and we'll see how we go from there. So I'm going to continually work to forest this area, and we will start on a little bit of a build, I think, in this area. Alrighty, so I got a couple little ideas. Here's my first one. So these are going to be like cut off stumps, right? And so probably going to throw a few of these down, nothing too crazy. I do want to get rid of a lot of this grass. We need to kind of fine-tune that a little bit as well. I'm kind of thinking that we show a little bit of a clearing in specific areas. And the other thing is, I want to keep this pretty simple, but I want it to look good, okay? So one of the ideas that I'm kind of thinking is more like a little hut, or like almost like a port, or like a carport type setup, if that makes sense at all. But bear with me here. I'm just gonna try a couple things. So something like that, like 5 wide. And what we'll do is this will basically be kind of like the track that the logs come down, if that makes any and all sense. So they come in, and then basically over here we will have the structure. Now, I don't have any cobble, which is a bit of an issue. I need to get me some cobble, but I think that that could look nice. And then you have a little port up there, like a little shack type thing where the sawing and the processing goes, with a bit of a yard out front here. And then maybe even like a residence, right? A small little residence just on the outskirts of town, because somebody would probably live very close to their work in this type of environment. It's not like they have vehicles or that kind of stuff. They do usually have horses, but not necessarily the lumber guy, right? He might not be very well adept at riding a old horse. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think on this brief idea here. We have a lot to do. And first order of business, find some cobble for out here. Holy cow. We are lacking in a few vital resources out in this neck of the woods. But we'll get there soon enough. I would love to hear any lore or any ideas that you have for the lumber mill. And we might also dabble a little bit in the other idea that I have. We might work on 2 ideas right out of the Plains Kingdom here, as well as finishing up some of our other projects. So stay tuned. Make sure you slap that like button, all that fun stuff. Make sure you check out the other guys as well. It's very important that we build a strong community. We all feel the same way, so we look forward to all of that. Haha, cobble. Hehe, stealing it all. Alright. But I think that's going to be it for me. I have a lot of work to do. I want to get some of this done beforehand. And then that way maybe we can do like a little bit of building and recap in the next episode. Alrighty, guys and gals. Can't forget the ladies. Make sure you have a wonderful night or day, depending on whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.